worked as a Deputy General Manager at Airtel Bharati Limited. He has rich experience in India and the Middle East, serving diverse management roles in strategic human resource management in the domains of organization development, business advisory, talent management, learning and development, and industrial relations, and many more. May I invite Mr. Abraham George to address the audience.
Good morning, all the respected guests on the dais, respected parents and dear students. Congratulations, MBA 18, for this wonderful achievement of yours. At this time, I think I would also like to extend the congratulations to the parents, your teachers, your mentors, and all those people who made a difference in your life. They've all put the efforts together, not belittling the efforts that you guys have put in, but it's been an effort since you were born to this very special, auspicious day. What you're entering into is actually something very different. What you see outside as a world is absolutely different. I would call it's just beautiful. It's very exciting. So what you have gone through is still a sprint. You've done many sprints till now. And today you've completed another sprint. You're entering the life which is actually a marathon. What matters here is obviously not speed. Speed does matter, but what matters here is endurance. And how much ever you are able to get to that levels of professionalism to run this long race actually makes a difference in your life. I'm sure in all the management forums we discuss ChatGPT, right? That's a conversation that we keep happening. You know, I was just reflecting my 3 decades in corporate world. When I started, employee engagement or employee experience or surveys that we call it was done on pen and pencil. And then, you know, we used to have this whole set of people who would collate the reports and then come back. The whole process would take 2 months for us to come back with an understanding about what is the employee satisfaction levels. I've seen that, and I've also seen that getting into online surveys. Again, we get a dump of data. We have to sit and analyze all the information that are coming in. So over the time, things have advanced. And if I tell you how it's done today in the organization that I work, is the very recent one that we actually did is we told ChatGPT that this is the organization. We are a $3 billion company. We've got 70 people across the globe. This is where we are present. We are a startup, we are an anti-counterfeiting solution. So we gave a brief to that and said, hey, by the way, we want to do an employee engagement survey, and here we get questions. We said, not happy with these questions. We got 3 or 4 versions. We picked the final version. We dumped that onto another system, and that generated a questionnaire. And then we did the survey. People executed the survey. We got all the information. We dumped it in another system, and we got an analysis of that. We dumped it in another system. We got an action plan around it. We put it into another system. We're getting a PowerPoint around it and an action plan around it. How life has changed from what it was to what it is. It might sound silly. You might read a lot of data around, 80% of the jobs are going to be taken by ChatGPT, AIs and stuff like that. My message is slightly different. Whatever be, if you look at the statistics, you see the employment ratios are different, but what is even more challenging is the employability. How much employable are you is what is different. And the reason I wanted to emphasize on the fact that thanking all the people who have made a lot of difference in your life, let me tell you, the impact they would have on your life way forward will only reduce. Your teachers, I could see the smile in their face, I could see the pride in your parents. They would continue to be proud about you. But what makes a difference from today to what you're going to be is how employable will you be? How will you keep yourself relevant in this world today? Statistics can change. You can say that 1 out of 5 of the MBA grads are employable. But there is nothing stopping you from being that one, right? Is there anything which is stopping you from being that one? That's well within your control. How do you do that? Is obviously, you guys have fought the odds. You should be proud about the fact that you did your management sitting at home. There is nothing that you could have done about it, right? There's nothing that you could have done. The whole world was closed, and so were you. But you didn't give up. You studied, You took all the help that was given by the faculty and everyone else, and then you've come out in flying colors. But that's just the beginning. It doesn't really matter whether you are, I mean, due respects to the two people who got it, you have a slight advantage or a slight advantage in the race. But that doesn't really mean anything. That advantage can be lost in maybe a few days or a few months. So you are among the top strata as far as education demography in the country is concerned. 15% of the management grads globally are Indians. So you stand a big advantage globally at that stage. Again, I'm reminding that advantage doesn't make a difference in the long run. What makes a difference is how are you running this marathon? How are you putting yourself ready for this long, exciting race? Technology can keep coming and changing, but at the end of it, a few people will still be among the most employable in the world, and I think you should just take a pledge to yourself to be one among them. No major techniques. I think what you did, what I personally believe is, I think if you could actually look at creating value, please remember this word, creating value and adding value. I know that you've all joined organizations, you've started working. You just have to go back and check how much of value you have added to the organization that you're working. If you have not added much of value, let me pass the bad news. There could be a day someone calls up, HR guys like us would call up and say, nice knowing you, thank you so much. I'm not putting a negative at this good moment. I'm really not putting that. I'm just giving you a warning that that's the kind of attrition you can expect way forward. But when that happens, if you are able to get up and say, thank you so much, I am employable, I move on, is what you actually should be aiming at, because that's well within your control. You should have the art of visualization, and I'm a big believer of visualization. If in case you have not done it enough in life, just sit and visualize. Visualize your future. Some call it daydreaming. That happens when you don't set your goals after visualization. Please visualize a bright future. Please ask your parents what would they be very proud about. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what should determine your goals, but ask yourself and tell yourself, where do you want to see yourself? Put your targets, put your milestones, set your goals, and then work towards it. Work towards it on a daily basis. It doesn't really happen overnight. It actually happens on a daily basis. Apart from your apart from your professional success, which is what you're all aiming at, don't forget that you have to also take care of your health. Okay, so set targets for your health, set targets for your physical health, set targets for your mental health. These are also important in life because you are on a marathon, you're not on a sprint. So you should have set targets for all these things. Write it down somewhere that you can see it day in and out. Even if it's a display in front of public in everyone's office, that's perfectly fine. You put in your aims, you put in your goals, and always look towards it. One thing that is very important, which is at this stage people might not tell you, is you should always have a gratitude journal in your life. Look back today. Today is such an important day in your life. Just look back to how many people have touched your life. Start your gratitude journal by thanking them and keep adding more and more people into that list where you really want to thank them. Also, very important to understand that you live in this world. There are so many people who share the space along with you. Be kind to them. Be nice to them. It might sound very, very simple, but just tell yourself, can I do something good on a daily basis? Can I do something good to someone on a daily basis? If you think that's about sharing money, well, I don't think that's all what it means by sharing. You have knowledge. Are you sharing that with the others? You have time. Are you sharing that with the others? You have health. Are you helping others? So if you are just setting targets for yourself professionally, for your health, for being nice to your fellow human beings, not just human beings, anything that is alive and available in the globe today, which is sharing the space, be nice to them. If you're able to set targets for this, it makes a difference. How does it happen? It happens through small habits. The small habits actually has tremendous power. No one becomes changed overnight. If you think that tomorrow morning onwards, I'm going to be different, absolutely no, it's not going to happen. It's the small habits that actually make a difference. So what you need to do is, as I said earlier, visualize, set your plans, set your goals, which is for professional goals, your personal goals. Set yourself targets to be nice to the fellow human beings. Make your plans accordingly. Organize your surroundings very well. And every time, every week, if possible every week or every day, go and reflect on yourself. There wouldn't be teachers now calling and saying you're not studying. Your parents would actually not be viable next to you to keep on reminding you of ourselves. You have to do a progress check on yourself. And when things are not progressing, wake up, look at your dreams that you visualized and challenge yourself more again and again. I'm sure the parents, I'm a parent, my son has just started working, so I know this very well. I don't have access on him, I don't have access to him as much as I used to have access in the past. So you're going to be living outside, you're going to be exposing yourself to inside the country, outside the country, you're going to definitely go global and get meeting a lot of people. What you have to just remind us, look for the people around you. And there is a law that I strongly believe in is, you are an average of the 5 people around you. So make sure that you're actually surrounded by people who are open to change, who embrace change, who look for change, who open to challenges, who visualize, who has got dreams, who takes care of themselves, their physical health, mental health, and who actually are good human beings. If you find them out, be in their company, because you still would be an average of all the 5 that are around you. So make the right choice about the company, about your friends, about your colleagues, about your neighbors. Make the right choice and just go and have a blast. Let me tell you, it is all what you see. World outside is so beautiful, it's so exciting, it's challenging. Just enjoy it, have a lot of fun. May God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abraham George, for sharing your valuable